Welcome to Paint and Zoo. My name's Jo and I'm about to take you on a mini discovery. So Paint and Zoo is a great place to get outside and explore the natural world. I'm here to help you do that with a few simple activities you can do at home or even on your next visit to the zoo. And along the way we'll learn more about our fantastic animals and plants. So winter is fast approaching, which means it's all change for our native birds. So the big change that we get between the summer and the winter months means that some birds in the UK will do what's called migration. So what is migration? Put simply, migration is the movement of animals from one part of the world to another and back again. Now for some of our birds, this is absolutely huge distances. So swallows that you see flying around in summer, they're only summer visitors to the UK, so once the weather turns a bit colder like it is now, they fly 6,000 miles to spend winter in southern Africa where the weather is much warmer. Now not all birds do huge distances like that. The blackbirds and the robins that you see hopping around the parks and gardens at this time of year might well be ones that have just popped over from Europe because the winter is a little bit colder over there. So, what can we do to help our winter visitors and the birds that live in the UK all year round? Well, there's a really easy thing that you can do at this time of year. Food is very tricky for wild animals to find as we get into the colder months, so it's as simple as putting food out for them. As well as them needing the food to survive, it means they've got a good layer of fat on them so they can survive those chilly nights. And our activity today is making a simple bird feeder that you can hang up in your gardens at home. Hanging up bird feeders is a great way to see what birds are visiting our green spaces. So here are some top tips for making the most of watching birds. Number 1, be quiet and still. Birds are easily startled by loud noises and sudden movement, so the calmer you are, the more you'll see. Number 2, if you visit a nature reserve or public green space to watch birds, be mindful of others around you and avoid disturbing both the people and the birds. Tip number 3, start a nature notebook. You can write down all the different birds you see. If you watch the same spot several times, your notebook will be a great way to compare the different seasons. And tip number 4, when you're starting out, write down what a bird looks like, its size and its colours. There's some great books and online guides to identifying birds to help you figure out what you've seen. And before long, you'll have no problem knowing the names at first sight. So now you know how to watch birds, let's head back into the classroom and make that feeder. So you can buy some great bird feeders, but it's really easy to make your own from things that you can get in the supermarket. So for our feeder today, you're going to need an apple, you're going to need some gelatin, you're going to need birdseed, some screws and some twine. So this is what you're going to need to do. You're going to take your apple, first of all, and cut it in half. Now birds absolutely love apples, so if you've got an apple tree or something like that in your garden, you'll often find that things like blackbirds will eat the apples on their own. So all we're doing here is just giving them a little bit extra. And then scoop a bit of the core out so you get a nice hole in the middle of it. Just scoop like that. So there we go, so you've got a nice hole left there. Now with the gelatin, you have to soak it first so that it rehydrates, and then you need to mix it into boiling water. Now ideally you would do this over a stove and you'd mix it really gently on the hob. I'm not going to be able to do that in the classroom here, so I'm just going to mix it using some boiling water from the kettle. So you're going to be wanting about a cup's worth of water, so we'll pour that in. Get an adult to help you do this as it is going to be very hot. Pour that into there, and then get your sheet of gelatin, which I've got here soaking in some cold water. Now if you don't want to use gelatin, you could do this with something like lard or suet or something like that. So give that a mix so that the gelatin dissolves away. And as soon as it's all dissolved, then you can add in your birdseed. Now I've got far more water than birdseed there, so I'm just going to grab some more birdseed and add it in. So once you've got it all mixed in, all you need to do then is take a scoop of your birdseed, put it in the hole, and then give it a good press down with the spoon so that it's all stuck in. And it's as simple as that. Now with this, you can either leave it overnight, or if you want to be quicker with it, put it in the fridge for a couple of hours. And then once it's set, all you need to do is poke your screw into the top of the apple and then tie some string around it to tie it up. Simple as that, really easy. So there you have it, really simple bird feeders. Hang them up in your garden or in a green space and enjoy watching all the birds coming and enjoying the food this winter. Now don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our videos so you don't miss a single one, and I'll see you again soon.